Okay.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm busy.
What? Huh? But, look, I've got a cup that says boss. It's not happening, is it?
And I've got an order that says next day.
Boss.
Next day. Get on with it.
Sorry, boys and girls. I'm going to get wrong again. Yesterday I got royally wrong for making a mess in the kitchen, but I'm making my own coffee. Come with me and I'll tell you what I'm doing today. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers. As you just kind of figured out, I am the Scruffy trader. I did clean up though, or I attempted to, because there's a good reason why I'm called the Scruff. But, Saturday. So what am I doing today? Well, I did a bit of a morning call this morning for the Scruffy squad, the Scruffites. And I'm trading it. Why not? So let's go over to the desk and we'll have a little bit of a chat. And then before I play the trade and run it out, because I'm not rightly sure where it's going to go today, because markets are a bit, I don't know, they're quite tough to gauge today. Although the DAX had an enormous move straight out of the gate early doors this morning, and I'm going to be looking to have a retracement on that. So that is definitely a contender. But the rest of the FX markets have been, well, let's just say the hard work. You know, but that's the thing with trading. You can never get it perfect. And no matter how good you are, the market is better than what you are. But let's get at the desk and I'm going to have a little bit of a chat about certain ways of trading. So come with me. Okay, so I'm at my desk. I'm ready to rock and roll. Chart's fired up. Got Meatloaf in the background, so I'll be singing my head off all afternoon and one thing and another. Getting royally on the nerves of Princess Leia as she walks past. Not the best of moods today, but hey ho, it's just been one of them days. It's been a shocker from start to finish, but that's part and parcel of why you need to kind of control yourself while you're trading. See, trading is very emotional, and we've had a royal rough morning. Nothing's gone right this morning, kind of laid in, and just one thing after another. It's just been a nightmare. And these are the days that can be dangerous. And I was reading some of the comments and they're asking why I don't try and trade all of the moves, because you could see a royal big move and I know for a fact it's going to retrace. And I say, well, why didn't you catch it down and then catch it on the wheel? Oh, well done.
Hello.
Is this you making amends? Or?
Amends? I'm going to make amends.
Well, you were very mean to me.
I was busy.
Oh. She's been nice to us now. For the last hour, she's been kicking us in the shin and all sorts. You know, she picks on me and everything. But anyway, as I was saying, on a day like this, it's dangerous. Because going back to the comment, are you going to try and catch the move back on the way up? Well, not in a single day, I won't, no. If I see a solid move coming down and I know it's running out of steam, but I'm already in it, I will take my wages and I will leave it for the day. If I try and catch the bottom and then move back up, the chances are it'll catch me out, over trading. Then when it's caught me out, you'll get into a situation whereby you want that money back. So not only are you over trading because you're trying to catch every move, and it's just not happening. You know, and I see some people trying to be counterintuitive to the market, where they go, I'm only going to go short or I'm only going to go long, and I'm only ever going to trade this, where you're limiting yourself before you start, and the chances are your setup is pretty weak. You know, the markets are dynamic. You have to be able to trade both sides of the move, but you also have to be disciplined enough to know when to stop. And that's the key element, know when to stop. See, I get pulled all the time about my pip size, the amount of pips that I take, but I'm consistent and I'm safe. I'm looking for one solid trade a day, and it doesn't matter whether it's up or down or sideways. As long as I know there's a movement of around 20 pips that gives me room to get in and out, I'm happy. And if I see a direct move going down and I've jumped on board, I don't want to try and catch it on the way up, because I could be wrong, because the dominant message is down. That is the trade. So if you get into revenge trading, which is the next step from overtrading, because when you overtrade, you lose. Then when you lose, you get angry. You start trading from a place of fear and greed and anger. And anger's the one, because the market's hurt you and the market has taken something from you. So you want it back. So you lash out at the market. But you'll do it without looking at what the market's willing to give. You'll just dive in. Revenge trade, if you want to call it that. And the market will always be better than what you are. I was having a chat with a guy last week about this sort of thing. And he said, well, it's not always the mighty against the small, because David defeated Goliath. Yes, he did. But he didn't go toe to toe with him. You know, pound for pound, if David stood in front of Goliath, like what you, a single trader, is doing in front of the markets, he would have gotten beaten to a pulp. He really would have done. But David was clever. He stepped back out of the arena. He weighed up the situation, and he took a single slingshot and brought Goliath down. One shot. He didn't go in all guns blazing, you know, and he certainly couldn't give it the old fisticuffs, because he'd have been swatted like a fly. He had to be controlled. And that's the idea and the moral of this little story about being controlled. You see, I'll look at the markets and I'll pick the best candidate. And then from that candidate, I'll look at it till it gets to the best point of a positive expectation. And then I'll enter the market. You know, which is why I don't mind the markets going against me a little bit. You know, I can take quite a bit of heat and it won't damage my account too much. But I'm looking for the move that I've initially put into place. I get it wrong. I do get it wrong. But I'm disciplined enough to kill that when it's wrong. And then I'll just reset, step back out of the arena and reload the slingshot. I won't just jump in because I know I'll lose. And that's the whole point of this little chat. So what I'm going to do today, it was really just because I was talking to somebody about it earlier on. Revenge trading, it'll cripple you, as will overtrading. And I implore you, don't overtrade. I know I have lots of positions, but it's essentially one trade. Okay, and it's broken up and I carve out various pips because I manage that one trade with multiple positions. It's just the way I do it. Okay. So let me see what the rest of the morning and this afternoon brings, and then I'll come back to you and we'll see whether I was right or wrong to the morning call that I did earlier on today. You know, because on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I try and do a morning call, certainly for the Scruffyites in the Scruffy squad, and I try and do this twice a month. Similar thing, I'll do a couple of Sundays as well. And it's something I do anyway. You know, I do it as part and parcel of my business plan. And you should have a business plan. don't go into the markets blind. You know, you need to know what you're doing, and your business plan and your journal will help you with that. It'll help you map out. Even if you're just writing it on a piece of paper, know what you did yesterday. Know where the high was, know where the low was, know where the midpoint is. And use something as basic as that, but you need to know what it is. If you're going into the markets completely blind and you're just basically hitting and running, you're not trading, you are gambling. And the moment you go into gambling, whether you think it works or it doesn't, it'll catch you out eventually. You know, you have to be prepared and you have to plan. All right? I plan everything down to the last point. I have to, you know, because I need to be paid each week. Because if I'm not, somebody who's sitting right here,
Yes.
will be a little bit upset. Would you be upset if I didn't get paid?
Probably.
No, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. I was hoping she'd say she'd look after me, but apparently not. Is that because I don't look like Brad Pitt? Shall I grow my hair long like Thor?
You with long hair.
I used to have long hair.
A long time ago.
Well, you used to wear a bikini a long time ago. Got one in! Sorry. Right. Let's jump on the chart. I'll see you on the other side. And that was that. So 2 trades are called out. Aussie could have been better. It was fluctuating. But the DAX started showing a lot of acceleration. And like I keep telling you guys, I'm only here to be paid. If I shut one off and I become risk free, I concentrate on the other one. In my world, that's fine, because I'm only looking at the end goal. And the end goal is this. So £469.80 today. It's not to be sniffed at. And it's made up of 15 cashed out positions, which collectively gave 108 pips. You know, and I know I carve things off all the time, but it's just about managing your trades. And that's it. So the scores on the doors are pretty healthy at the moment. Live with that. We're only on to Tuesday and we're already at 7:21. Anything could happen tomorrow and Thursday. So I don't bank on any of the gains till I actually cash it out on the last day of the month. It just all goes into my broker. It just builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up. And then at the end of the month, take out what I need for salary and reinvest the others. And the idea is that I'm happy with the level of pip size that I use. Don't need to increase it anymore because I keep getting people saying, oh, well, why don't you increase your pips? Why don't you hang on to this? This works for me. I have time to sit in front of the screen and manage my trades. You know, if I didn't, I'd look at something else. I'd be looking more at the end of day, but I do that as well. So this is enjoyment for me and it pays me. Too many times people swing for the fences. And I touched on this yesterday in the video that I did, because I genuinely think that is the road to ruin. You know, you do it smart, that's fine. But to try and achieve it as a day trader, it's no good. You know, you're going to miss too many times. So you need to manage what you're doing. So that was it. Good day. I called it out to the Scruffy squad earlier on this morning, said what I was going to do, and that's the result. Okay, so leave that one there. Do it all again tomorrow. It's almost like a job, this, isn't it? Oh yeah, I keep telling you, it is my job. But there's nothing better than enjoying what you do. I know I say a lot of quotes and sort of strange ways of looking at life, but my simple way of looking at life when it comes to a work arena is this. If you're happy in your job, you never work a day in your life. Simple as that. So there we go. I'm going to leave it there, roll it up. It's not bad. I mean, I'm finished now. It's coming on to 25 to 2 in the afternoon. So I'll get this video all edited and put up for you tonight. And happy days. So remember, guys, do what you love, and money will follow. I'll see you all in the next one.